What is up, everybody? Crypto Nation, what's going on? Back with another video, and I want to talk about Elondoge because it's about to come out a little bit later today, and everybody's really super excited for it. And I kind of just want to talk about just a little bit about if there's a prediction that can be made, or if a lot of this is hype. You know what's going to happen. And I'm gonna try to kind of give my opinion on what I think, what I hope will happen, and what I don't know, what possibly won't happen. So let's kind of get right into it. So if you don't know, Elondoge token is being IDO'd, and it's already complete. We already finished it on Friday, and just about everybody has purchased their allotment or their allocation. If not everybody so far, but this is only launched on Memepad. So if you're not a holder of 10,000 Memepad tokens or more, you could not have, and if you didn't stake that prior to the deadline, then you will not be getting any allocated tokens. Now, this brings me into the discussion of what the traffic is going to be like on launch day. I've seen some predictions and it's kind of hard to tell, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare this to another project which is similar in terms of its makeup and how the foundation started. So Elondoge, we can go over here to Memepad. I kind of show you what's going on here. I got mine still staked. They did unfreeze the staking pool, which is cool. Thank goodness. And let's go here. Now, still says 99% for me. But as you can tell, when you go here, I've already got my allocation. And but this is going to be the starting the price for the IDO. I'm guessing that's probably going to be the same price when it launches later tonight, which is fine. But this is starting out at a $50,000 market cap, or at least that's, yes, right there. Initial market cap, 50,000. So what I like about this project, right, is it's starting off really low, right? Now, what I thought was interesting is, see if I can find it. What I find interesting was I was wondering, okay, how many people so far, how many wallet holders so far do we have on Elondoge? And what I wanted to do is, obviously you can't find out from the contract address given here. You can't really find that out. It's only going to have the holders of the Memepad founders or whatnot. They're the only ones that own it right now. But when I went over here to the BS scan and looked up for Memepad, so I said, oh, okay, well, let me try to find, they've got 13,000 addresses. Let me try to find out how many addresses hold 10,000 tokens or more. And as we can see, we're at about 471 wallet holders who have at least 10,000 tokens or more on the platform to be able to stake. Now, did all 471 of these people take part in the IDO? I would assume so. That's just based on the numbers. I would just assume if you had this amount, why you didn't participate in the IDO is beyond me. But I'm pretty sure that there's quite a few people who didn't have their 10,000 staked. Right, you know, so I'm sure there's going to be some different issues, but taking it at face value, we're going to say we have 471 holders, right? That's really good. That's for an IDO. Hasn't even hit the public yet. So one could assume, or one might speculate, that the hype that they're building around this is going to be huge. And what's going to happen when the public jumps in? How many holders is that going to increase? Well, you could argue and say that you might see close to maybe half, if not the same amount of holders within the night. by midnight. That's possible. It just depends on how many people are trying to follow this. You have to also realize that a lot of people after tonight, they're not going to really even probably know about this until tomorrow morning. So, you know, I think it would be easy, very, very easy accomplishment for the amount of holders to increase by the same amount, to double. But I can definitely see the holder amount or the wallet holders increase by at least half of this number upon release. So that's just based on the hype, right? So what I thought was interesting is that I'm in another token that I talked about, ShibaKUDO, right? And I started thinking, I said, you know what? This token, when I jumped into it, if you would have saw my first video on it, this token opened up at a $40,000 market cap. 40K. $40,000 market cap for ShibaKUDO, and thus far, though it fluctuates, we have about 549 holders, right? So this is what really made it really interesting for me, is that we have a little bit more as far as the address holders go, and it's only been out for ShibaKUDO's on, I think it came out 21st. Exactly. So May 21st is when it came out. We are obviously on the 24th. I say 21st, right? Yeah. So as you can see, it's been going. Now this token doesn't necessarily have the type of exposure that Elondoge has, right? You know, this is starting out being pushed, you know, being shilled on you know, on different Reddits and things like that. So this doesn't have the promotion, the backing that Elondoge has. And the highest point that it's hit, as you can see, is 3,633. You want to count that BNB behind the zeros, that's fine, and that's fine and dandy as well. But basically we're gonna go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is usually the money position for me that I always talk about. This is the money position, that 8th place. Usually when you hit that, when that hits 1, that usually starts the money countdown right there for a lot of people who either have a lot invested prior to this. So when it starts hitting that, when this 0 goes, that's usually when you'll usually start seeing people who put a lot of money into something, they'll start taking profits once that hits, once we get to this place. But I just thought it was very interesting because this is already sitting at 81,000 market cap after a couple of days, and it was even higher than that earlier today, being around $140,000 market cap. So, you know, this is fluctuating like it should, but at the same time, you got to think this started out the same exact way. So what if Elondoge opens up with around the same numbers? What if it just doubles that and it crushes it right away? You know, we're looking at a $50,000 market cap, possibly going to $150,000 market cap, just like right off the bat. Not counting the whales and the bots, but I can kind of see this thing getting launched into the stratosphere before it gets completely dumped. And once it gets dumped, then we're gonna really kind of get a gauge on how well this token is actually really gonna do, because I think it's gonna correlate between this and Memepad, how well or how successful each one of it is gonna be. But overall, I think if this launch is a success, Memepad tokens are gonna go up in value almost probably immediately, and it's gonna continue to go up as they keep releasing more and more IDOs. And it's going to get to the point where people are going to be selling a lot of other stuff just to get into Memepad so they can have the jump. But yeah, I thought this was very interesting, being able to compare it to something else which is very similar and has the disadvantage of not having Memepad or the push that that most of these really successful tokens have, like Shib, Elon, Doge, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can only imagine that if a lot of the community get behind this right away, how successful this actually might be going into the near future, like 2 weeks. So we will see. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how well this does tonight. I don't really know if I'm gonna try to buy any more tokens. We will see if that ends up happening. You know, if it's possible, then yes. But I have a feeling that as soon as this opens up, not only are you going to be competing against the other people, right, but you're going to be competing against bots. You're going to be competing against whales. So basically, the most crucial part to today is going to be how fast we can get the contract address to start buying on PancakeSwap. I don't think, personally, I don't know if they're going to use the same exact one from the IDO. I would assume probably not. I would assume that there's going to be another contract address that's going to be obviously correlated with the IDO or the original contract. I don't know how they're going to do that, simply because I feel like people are going to be at a disadvantage if all of the IDO members have the ability to purchase first. So that's why I'm saying I don't really know what's going to happen as far as because, you know, we have the contract address here, but this is for the IDO. So like I was saying, I don't know if it's going to be the exact same. And if it is, I can see a lot of complaints that people who've already bought into the IDO, such as myself, will have basically first dibs on buying the crypto. Because you also have to remember that in this, you already have a lot of whales and a lot of bots that are gearing up to be in the running. You know what I'm saying? So if you are going to get it, you know, try your best to stay close to your computer. Make sure you have PancakeSwap open and be ready to get that address. If you want to be able to have a quicker time at getting that address, I would suggest joining the Telegram. Telegram is going to allow you in real time to get information as soon as possible. So I'm pretty sure they're going to run the address through there as a pinned announcement as well. But, you know, hopefully they even have like a little AMA or something prior to this going down to kind of give people more information, because trust me, it's going to be a shit show in the next 8 hours. So as this gets closer and closer to that 0-0 mark, man, that countdown, we're going to see a lot of FOMO. We're going to see a lot of FUD. And we're going to see a lot of anger, especially when this timer goes down. Because like I said, I have never been a part of a pre-launch or a launch that goes smoothly. Usually, in my experience, even though we have this countdown, I have been constantly in launches that before this thing even hits 1 hour, people somehow have gotten the address and have started purchasing the crypto. So like I said, hopefully this is an actual secure, safe project release that nobody's going to have the one up on everybody else. So, you know, we just have to wait and find out. I will be doing a countdown stream later today. Just kind of get people hyped and get people watching, man. Try to give out as much information as possible. But like I said, man, this Elondoge, I kind of have a feeling that it's going to do double the amount of ShibaKUDO token just right off the bat, simply because it has a lot of hype behind it. We already have basically 90% of the same amount of token holders that ShibaKUDO has, and we are still only IDO pre-sale wallet. So my prediction of this token, honestly, what I'm hoping for is this thing to soar probably about, I'm kind of hoping this thing can clear by midnight today. I'm hoping that the hype will bring it at least to this tonight, at least to this place. If it can eat that zero by midnight, I think that's going to be a pretty big success. Simply because, you know, a project that didn't have that much hype, you know, they reached 3 within I think a couple days, you know, within a couple days. And we're just talking about the first day here, guys. You know what I mean? We're talking about the first day here. Yeah, if they can hit 3 by that time, that'd be a really, really good thing. But again, I'm hoping that this thing has that the amount of hype grows as this thing is launched and as more people are able to buy. Let's just hope that it continues to just pump, and maybe if it dumps off a little bit, we'll see a sign of settling. So that's kind of my hope. My hope is that it eats up this zero fairly quickly, and hopefully we can get to the money spot, the 8th place zero at some point this week, and start building from there, because that's honestly, to me, where the real money begins to be made, right here, unless you've just aped in and you're lucky to buy a crap ton of tokens. But I have a feeling that the value is going to increase very quickly, man. And Elondoge is possibly sitting on a gold mine that's going to launch in less than 8 hours. So what do you guys think? Are you going to be participating? Are you going to be trying to grab your tokens as soon as it's released? Are you already in the IDO? What are your plans for this token? What do you plan on doing? How much money do you plan on spending? Do you think this is a pump and dump? Do you think what kind of trend do you think is this going to set for Memepad? Because I have a feeling that the success of this token is definitely going to be directly correlated to Memepad's success. Memepad will be extremely successful if they can pull off this successful launch, because it's just going to make everybody even more hyped to jump in to the next project that is going to be released as an IDO on that platform. So with the success of their launches is going to be the main success of the Memepad token. And I have a feeling that we're not going to see too many people dumping Memepad after this launch, or it could be completely catastrophic and be the exact opposite. So, you know, they have a lot riding on this, and I think if this doesn't go as well, or if a lot of people aren't able to get in, I think what's possible that we also could see is everyone else who has less than 10,000 tokens. What I think is maybe not these people who are very close to 10,000, but I would say anybody who's probably holding 5,000 or less, or 7,000 or less, or I would say even 6,000 or less, will probably be the ones who will begin to possibly dump if they are not able to purchase tokens as soon as it hits Pancake Swap. I think that the only decrease in value that we're probably going to see is from people holding that amount of tokens or less, and it's going to be not a panic sell, but more of a frustration sell. Like, well, shit, I'm trying to stack my tokens up to 10,000 so I can get guaranteed tokens, but if this is the way it's going to be every launch, then I'm probably not going to stand to be able to grab any tokens at the launch day. That's how most people are going to think if they cannot buy the tokens that they want when this thing launches. A lot of people are going to be thinking just that. Damn, I'm almost, I'm trying to get that 10,000, but this is almost impossible to buy tokens on the launch. If that happens, a lot of people are going to say, you know what, man, Memepad is not for me. I'm selling. I'm moving on. That's what's going to happen. I feel like that's going to happen regardless of how successful this launch ends up being. You're going to have people that are upset that are going to be selling off the tokens. So it could be a good week or two before we even see a really good price developing for Memepad, and that of course depends on the rest of the market. It's going to have a big influence on that. So anyways, again, let me know what you guys think. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.